And I would like to invite our president, who is the driving force behind today's event, the president of Indian Crescent Society of Australia, Mr. Abbas Raza Alvi, who is always everywhere. You know, whatever the program, incident or any event, education or human rights issue, you know, freedom, everywhere he is here and he is collaborating everyone. So he is the driving force for today's event. Everyone knows him. And Mr. Alvi is a highly respected community leader in Sydney who has dedicated his life to serving others, promoting cultural harmony, diversity, multiculturalism, and bringing faith leaders together. For many years, he has worked with passion to strengthen social bonds, uplift communities, and inspire people through his leadership and volunteerism. He was the founding president of Australia-India Business Council in Sydney, involved in many more organizations and has constantly championed stronger ties between Australia and India. He is also the visionary behind the Interfaith program in the New South Wales Parliament since 2018, which has now been running successfully for 8 years. Mr. Alvi's outstanding contributions have been recognized with several prestigious honors recently, including New South Wales Government Community Service Award presented by Premier Crescent, Ethnic Community Council Award presented by Governor of New South Wales, New South Wales Volunteer of the Year Award presented by the Centre for Volunteering. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Abbas Raza Alvi.
Together for the last 35 years. That's why he is saying that. Anyway, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I acknowledge my presence in the land of the indigenous people, respecting their elders, past and present, who have given us such an opportunity that we can meet on this beautiful part of the world and our adopted country, Australia. We can celebrate our festivals. We can talk so one-to-one with the politicians and ministers. And we have a very different situation over here in Australia. Thanks for everyone. I want to acknowledge the presence of our keynote speaker, Mr. Steve Kirelia, and our keynote speaker, Mr. Craig Foster. My teacher who taught me physics language in university is also here. So I'm humbled, sir, that you have attended this event. It's a blessing for me. Andre David Shoebridge, Andre Stephen Kemper, Andre Julia Finn, and Andre Stephen Balike, Andre Mark Kure, and I think that I was expecting Andre or Anthony also, so probably he will be here soon. If I'm missing anybody's name, Andre Lauren Finlay, Commissioner of the Human Rights, and Mr. Peter Dukas, Chair of the Federation of Ethnic Communities Council, who is here soon. Faith representatives, our keynote speaker, honorary ministers, members of parliament, senator, member of legislative assembly, councillors, and community leaders, as well as the visiting guests from overseas. I've been told there are 3 guests visiting from overseas are present here. Thank you very much for your presence. And I want that you please take up feelings of Australia to those countries from whom you are coming. The reason for me to be emotional, I apologize for that, but I'm sorry also, because this is the one country which other countries should take the example, especially in the Indian subcontinent or Middle East. Friends, we migrated to this beautiful part of the world for raising our families, raising our children, giving them education, living in a peaceful environment. And that's why we came here. For us, interfaith dialogue is not just like a dialogue. It is way of our life. Just a few days back, I was speaking in Notre Dame University on the Interfaith event, where Father Patrick was awarded Interfaith Award. And I had the opportunity to say, I'm saying the same words because I believe in that our city, Sydney, is one of the most diverse city in the world. And our country, Australia, is the most multicultural country in the world. We have a unique position for the world. We are the example. This is the truth. This is the fact. When you go to see overseas, whatever is happening there, you will always like to come back home. That's a feeling you will have. We have a diversity. We have the faith people sitting down here. We also have those people who do not believe in faith here available at this moment. This diversity is not to challenge to overcome, but this diversity has to be celebrated. Please don't worry about the noise. It is essential because we are sitting down in Parliament and there is a question and answer session, so somebody has to go. Now, this is the one part of the interfaith. This is the second part I want to touch. That interfaith dialogue is not optional for Australians. It is essential. And if we want to bring faith and non-faith people together, we have to show example to the world. We don't just want to remain in our religious books only. 37% population of this country doesn't believe in any faith, and they are not problem creators. So they are in fact the contributors to Australian society, to all of us. We have to come together and become one body. Through the interfaith dialogue, we learn that compassion, justice, and peace are values shared across every tradition. We learn that no religion teaches hatred, no religion's hatred, and no community benefits from the division. So this is important for us to keep this feeling in Australia alive. The value of interfaith dialogue of Australia is even greater. Interfaith engagement teaches us how to live together with dignity, how to disagree without hostility, how to transform differences into opportunities for growth. Let me come back on the topic where I became a little bit emotional. Raza. More than 700 days has crossed, and not a single day when you read the news or view the news that 70 people have killed, 80 people have killed. Child is a child, whether the child is Christian, Muslim, Jew, Hindu, Sikh, faith, believer, non-believer, is a child. That child can become tomorrow the president of some country. It can become the doctor. It can save several lives. But when the child is killed, I think everyone sitting down here feels that it is not good. So something certainly need to be conveyed. How to overcome on that? You see the issue in the Ukraine, Russia, the war issue in the Middle East, what is happening, and it is the day-to-day life. We are living in a very, very peaceful environment. When I see the rally going on, and I'm very much thankful for the minister who has really called a meeting of the community leaders and discussed these matters and taken our feelings into consideration. Thanks a lot, Minister. It was a great job by you, and I really want that we should give him a big hand for this. Both parties, Liberal as well as Labour, came and they have consulted the Indian community and they have shown their concern on that. Certainly, Indian community also have to reciprocate that if we are supported by the both sides of the politics, we should not create the problem here. We should not. We should understand what are the Australian values. There are so many good things in this country. We need to adopt that rather than just imposing our culture, our language, our food, our clothes, our dress. Yes, fine, it is good. but we should also adopt the Australian values. I mean, how nice are the values? I do remember I put up a short notice. It was not my discussion with Mr. Probably you have missed this. Very recently, I put up a real story when I migrated to this part, when we didn't have any furniture, any anything. A Christian person named Jack, he was the Lebanese Jack, and he came to know that I don't have any furniture, no chair, nothing else. He came and he delivered full set to us. And that was the difficult time we have gone through. These are the Australian values, how much it happens in our countries, how much. So this is important for us to understand and give us that sort of attention. Multicultural community, social cohesion, peace and harmony are integrally connected with each other. Our daily life is highly dependent on these elements. I am confident that everyone sitting down here have the same feeling what they are having. Let us therefore commit ourselves to this journey. It's a difficult journey. It's a real difficult journey. It is not an easy way. It's very easy for me to say that $76 billion worth of money Australian government has committed for the defense equipment. And it is not one party. Even the second party is there, then the same thing will happen. Because the issues of the security are happening in this world. They need to secure the whole Australian population. And there the big lobbies also working. But certainly, I do think that 10 and 20% of that amount can be directed to education, to health, to infrastructure in Australia. Western Sydney is really suffering, Minister. Western Sydney needs attention from everyone. There are the issues, and Western Sydney is not only in Sydney, it is in Melbourne, it is in Perth, it is in Brisbane, it is in Adelaide, everywhere. Because these are the people who, I'm sorry to say, because we have mixed people here, but these are the people coming every day here, 1 hour journey from home to here, 1 hour that journey, 2 hours they are traveling hard, they are working hard, families, and they really need more attention, more infrastructure. They are the issues which we need to look into that. Third part of my external view was that, yes, certainly we need to reduce the budget. Now, conference events, discussions and roundtables on interfaith, multicultural and community, social cohesion, peace and harmony brings us together. It doesn't create the walls. Basically, it removes the walls. It gives us an openness. We need to talk. We need to understand. And I'm very much thankful that there's a number of the people from the Abrahamic faiths are present here at this moment. And they're the people from different other faiths. This is the first time we have a very special sect from the Sikh community, and they have contacted me from UK. They say that we want to join the. Can you please consider our faith? So a very special sect of the Sikhism, which Nehan Kali is sitting down here. Thank you very much for coming, attending this forum. We really want to talk about the community, social cohesion, peace and harmony. I hope today's talk will not take only my sentiments just like that, but we have a wonderful speakers today, and whatever I have said, I'm pretty sure that whatever they are talking, it will reflect you on the today's situation. At least it will make little bit changes in our thought process, what we should do. As an Australian, we are sitting down on a level that our voice can be heard. We have given this opportunity. This country has given us a lot of opportunity. So we are in that position that peacefully, in a social cohesion way, we can communicate our feelings to the larger world and show them how Australia is peaceful and how Australia will remain peaceful. With the instinct, let us not talk about me and you. Let us talk about us, we. This is what we are doing it, and this is what Australia has given us. I am feeling humble enough to finish my talk with the word of Mahatma Gandhi, whom I believe that an eye for eye will make the whole world blind. We Australians are not like that. We love each other. Thank you very much. God bless Australia.
For all types of criminal law, family family law, immigration law, conveyancing, and employment matters, please contact Tarandeep Singh on 0470 412 600.